Christmas is in the Norse sagas. So let's do an unboxing as we talk about it. It's my Valkyrie tree ornament. My children and I sponsored a few kids from Uncle Dranger's Valkyrie tree so they could have presents this Yule. And as my kids have been aging up, they're asking the same questions many of you are. Jesus wasn't born December 25th, and Yule didn't happen December 25th either. So how did we get here? They sent me a shiny metal one. It says Happy Yuletide from the Raven Clan. Shiny. Moving on. The first recorded instance of Christmas was in the year 336. This would be during the reign of Emperor Constantine, the first Christian Roman emperor. A few years later, it would be declared by Pope Julius that they would celebrate the birth of Jesus, December 25th. This was to be done annually. This would be due to Pope Julian's calendar, hence why it's called the Julian calendar. You have to understand, and this is important, the Roman Catholic faith was not the predominant faith of the time. And it would be the Roman solstice of December 25th that would make the meat of our Christmas sandwich. This was typically when the Romans celebrated Saturnalia. For note, our sandwich is Roman, Christian, and Norse. A teeny tiny Yule tree. It's adorable. Thanks, Uncle. Where was I? Yes, December 25th, the Roman solstice. This became long established within their society. It would be many years before the Roman Empire encountered the Norse. The Norse, who would typically celebrate their Yule anytime between January 5th and February 2nd, depending on the moon. Now then, the first unified king of Norway, King Harald Finehair, would have a son. He would be named Haakon, and when he assumed the mantle of king of a unified Norway, he would become known as Haakon the Good. Missionaries doing what missionaries do, a large portion of the Nordic countries at that time became Christian. King Haakon the Good was a Christian. And it is quite literally in the saga of Haakon the Good of him moving Yule to the Christian December 25th solstice celebration. I'm not saying this next part, but it's often referred to as a forced Christianization policy. First policy of Christianization. It would take several generations of kings to bring everything to fruition. Uncle Dranger sent all the stickers! And a hand-forged bronze hammer. Whoever smelt it dealt it, I guess. Sorry, little blacksmith joke. Haakon the Good, in an attempt to Christianize the nation, moved the Nordic Yule to the Julian calendar of December 25th. In summary, the Romans moved the birth of Jesus to December 25th. Haakon the Good would move Yule to December 25th. Funny side note in my research, Haakon the Good also wrote a law that during the 12 nights of Yule, or Christmas in this case now, every man had to drink 4 gallons of alcohol. Fast forward to modern times, we get Coca-Cola and Santa, a hefty dose of capitalism, and because of December 25th and our modern culture and work week, many other faiths now kind of have to celebrate around December 25th as well, with many customs and traditions blurring over time and history. Santa and Odin, Sleipnir and Rudolph, the 12 days of Christmas and the 12 nights of Yule, the boar sacrifice and the Christmas ham, the wreath and the wreath, the Christmas tree and the Yule tree. Each one a different echo from a different time in history. Poetically, the slow changes and immersions of cultures blending with other cultures, faiths coinciding on the same landmass, immigrants coming and going and blending into societies bringing their customs, all colliding on December 25th. All because of the Roman Empire, the budding Catholic Church, and King Haakon the Good. A time of giving and celebration. Celebrate it however you like. We all still got to show back up to work the next day. The Nordic ancestors got 12 days off. What a ripoff. It's neither good nor bad. Ancient history. It is what it is. So don't forget the sentiment behind Yule, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. Solstices are important. Maybe have a Coke and a smile, I guess. Unless you're worried about the giant Yule cat that might eat you if you were a bad kid. But hey, at least if you put out a Yule goat, it might bring you luck. Or maybe swear an oath to do things differently next year on the most powerful night to swear an oath, the last night of Yule. Or, make a New Year's resolution. All bridges of adaptations of the past. But what do I know? Just something to think about. And I'll talk to you next time. Happy holidays!